What's going on, y'all? It's me, it's the Nick with two C's, back at it again. Here with one of my brothers from another mother, my man with a plan, my boy Reggie. What's going on, man?
Hey, brother, living, man.
I feel you, man. Sure, we finally got you on the show trying to get it going.
I know, man. My schedule be busy, man. I know, but hey, we made it work. We made it work.
Ain't nothing wrong with being a busy man, bro.
Right.
So let's get on to it, man. So first question. You're a photographer, man.
Yeah.
So what got you into photography?
Man, so honestly, my brother, shout out to Matthew Ford, aka DJ Skyhook, aka the Oracle.
Okay. Shout out.
Yeah, right, exactly right. He'll be mad if I didn't shout him out. So got show love
to the fam, man. Got show love to him.
Yeah, but man, we honestly always want to work together, and just collab with just like technology and stuff like that, and just media period. We was always into rap and music and productions and stuff like that. And so just one day randomly he was just like, hey, shoot, let's just do photography. And I was like, okay. And then just bought a camera and literally it just took off from there. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't nothing that I even thought about, until he actually said it. So. And
that's big when you have your dreams and you have things that you want to do with your life, and you have at least 1 to 5 family members that can support you. That's always good, man.
Yeah.
I support you, man. I like to hear that kind of stuff.
Right. Yeah.
So, next question. When it comes to photography, what gets you going? What helps you get your creative mind together?
I think just the challenge of it, when you see so many great photographers and you see, this style and that style, it just challenges you to, do different things, it just challenges your just pure creativity, just to, learn more and experiment more. I know going into it, with me not knowing anything about photography, you're still finding yourself, finding your style, learning, learning about it, but really it's just the challenge of the next, client, how can I make, their vision really come out? Well, I also put a little, my own little twist on it too as well. So the challenge of, just making everything, come to fruition.
So you would say your thing is you take from what your client would like and what you would like, and just kind of mix it together.
It's almost like a marriage. It's almost like a marriage, because at the end of the day, you want to, fulfill your clients, wants and needs with it, but you also want to create your own style. Right. You just don't want to, copy off of a picture that that your client showed you that they want to look like.
Exactly.
You wanted to create your own style, have your own twist and own feel to it. That's what's going to separate you from everybody else.
Okay.
Because if we're just doing just pure business, if I'm charging 100 and somebody else is charging 80, right?
Exactly.
And our pictures look exactly the same because who they gonna go with? They're gonna go with the cheaper person, right?
Right.
But if you put your own little twist or your own little style to it, people will pay for that creativity.
Right. People don't go over quality and quantity.
Exactly.
I feel what you're saying.
Exactly. So yeah.
So let's see, because I've done a couple of shoots with you, but I ain't gonna say I appreciate all the work you've done with me. You ain't gotta, cause you on my show, you ain't gotta just try to do it to keep me right, keep me happy and everything.
Right.
But when you look at the photos that you've taken, from your first photo all the way to your last shoot you've done,
right?
What are I would give you maybe 1 or 2 choices if you can find.
Okay.
What are your most favorite pictures that you've taken?
Well, of course, of you.
And why?
Of course, you.
That's more trying to kiss up on my show, man. But if you do you have want to show the people maybe a picture?
Oh,
or two?
Yeah. Man, that's definitely a hard thing. First of all, because I take.
Hey, first of all, if you've ever been a part of his,
put me on the spot.
In his place, then don't be sitting here getting mad talking why he didn't choose me.
Listen, all of y'all are great. Everybody is great. It's great. My phone actually died, but I would honestly say. My wife definitely. The picture that I took with her, because it was one of my first really ones that I was like, oh yeah, this is really great. We was in Austin in the botanical gardens. Okay. And I had her up against these leaves and stuff like that. And this is when I'm learning how to edit and stuff like that. And she had her makeup thing, doing her makeup, and it was just all beautiful. And she was just. I just told her just to look down, just kind of a look off, and she was just blending in with her face with like the leaves, and it was just amazing. Like the makeup just matched everything. It was just a whole total vibe.
That's good. Okay. Got the wifey over there helping out. She helped you create and everything. That's love.
Facts,
that's good.
Facts.
So I got a little segment I want to hit you with.
Okay. Let's do it.
On this show, I have a thing called Soulful Gumbo.
Ooh.
It's where, you know how with the gumbo you have like all the different ingredients in it.
Mm-hmm.
So if you could pick maybe 5 qualities from a celebrity or from anybody that you can find, you can figure out. If you can pick 5, who would you say that makes your gumbo? Who makes you?
5 celebrities that makes me.
Yeah, that make you, that create the person of who Reggie is. Like whose style can you say that you pick up from, or whose personality?
Number 1, I would definitely say Moses from the Bible, man.
Okay.
Number 1, this first of all, I mean, besides Jesus and God, obviously, Moses was like my favorite person, like of all time, like in the Bible. I just think that our lives, like kind of have like a similar story. So, definitely that, and definitely like in just the growth of him, over time, saying stuff like that. So that's number 1.
Okay.
Number 2, I would definitely say Jay-Z and Nas, like 2 favorite rappers. I just love their ambition. They come, Jay-Z from like Marcy Projects, New York, Brooklyn.
Gotcha.
Like one of the most hardest projects ever. Like, people, didn't make it out of there, and for him to have a focus on, I'm bigger than, what my environment is, same thing that I come from. I'm bigger than, what Oak Cliff is. So, and just to, go with it and take his talents into, make it into, what he is now. Same thing with Nas, you just, that's something. So them 2, so that's 3 right there.
Yeah, okay. Got you 3. Got 2 more.
Dang. But definitely say Kobe Bryant, also my favorite basketball player. R.I.P. Kobe.
Yeah.
I got him at the GOAT, but definitely just from his work ethic, just like mirrors mine. That competitive drive to be the best in whatever that he's doing or whatever. So I really pulled that from Kobe. So
that's what's up, man.
That one I got one more.
One more.
Ooh, that's a hard one.
It ain't that hard.
I mean, I will honestly say like J. Cole too, like like J. Cole, just with the humbleness, what I'm saying. I got a little, he's a little braggadocious sometimes, but he's mostly humble. He's a simple man, a man for the people. So I'm kind of like that too. Like I don't got to have the most extravagant things, but I still want to live a good life too as well, and still trying to find inner peace with yourself. What I'm saying. So yeah.
Man, the thing about, like you say with J. Cole, he's one of those kind of people that people will find, they will always find something to tear him down. They will find something in the media or something in his life that can bring him down. So I can see that, what you mean by that. So I can see that you're one of those people that they see how great you are and what you do, that somebody is going to hate you no matter what.
Oh,
that's the way of life. That's humanity. So I mean, I like your answers, man.
Yeah.
So, let me see what I got next for you. If you were not doing photography, what would be another profession that you would like to do?
And that's a great answer. I definitely think like designing clothes. That's something that I honestly wanted to do since I was like a child. Like,
you want to have your own fashion line.
Yeah, like my own fashion line. Like, that's definitely something that I think that I would have tried to. Right. Exactly.
I can help you out with that.
Right. But that's something that I'm definitely That's all the tea. That's definitely something that I know. That I thought about doing at times and stuff like that, and that I think that if I wasn't doing photography, I would probably try to get into.
Okay.
But yeah, so.
Yeah, I mean, hey, look, the photography world and the fashion world go hand in hand, so I can definitely see you getting into that, man. So, and then you got your own photographer, so you can do that.
Right, exactly.
So yeah, man. So like, let's see. What is one of your biggest, like, what's like the number one thing that you can say that's helped you along the way of your journey as a photographer? Like, what's one memory that you can say that really hit you to where you wanted to continue with this journey as a photographer? Like, everybody has something that really, like, that sparks them, that really made me feel like, hey, I can do this. I'm gonna keep on going.
I'm gonna say it was, you know, I think it was this. When I was doing one of my clients shoot, Miss Kiki.
Okay.
Everybody go, you know, follow Miss Kiki, Kiki Perez, KikiPerezStudios.com. Everybody go follow her. Like, she was the one that really made me like take my business like to another level.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I met Nicole through her. I met you through Nicole. So it just all trickled down from there.
That's when the great minds meet up. So,
right.
yeah.
Exactly. So you know, just with her, kind of just started everything up. But I remember I was trying to do something with her photos because she's like, you know, very particular, you know, because she wants her photos as every customer kind of is, you know.
Yeah, that's understandable. Yeah.
And I just couldn't figure it out.
Okay.
And so I was like, you know, crying over it, man. I was like, just like up all night trying to figure it out. And then I finally figured it out. And so through all of that and through all of that, like blood, sweat, and tears, I was like, you know what? You know, I figured it out. I got it done. You know, if I couldn't got it done, and then that would have probably been a different story. But being that I got it done, and being that was one thing that I used, you know, for other people too as well, and it led to me finding out other things about photography. Yeah, so I think that.
So that was one thing that impacted your journey into going into photography.
Yeah, because I think that if I didn't like overcome that, then I probably would have been like, I don't know if I can, you know, keep on doing it. But being that I did overcome that, you know, and it led me to like discover more things, you know, just in the editing process, just period. Yeah. You know, it just opened my mind. It's like, oh yeah, I'm made for this. I mean,
that's the best. That's the best thing to do. It's like everyone has like that epiphany or that one moment where they feel like maybe this is not for me. Like, I've had that many times. But
me too.
But then something comes just out of the blue and just makes you feel like, you know what? I'm gonna keep going. Like, cause God gives everybody that one smack in the head that make you say, hey, keep pushing. You got this. Don't give up here. Right. When I took you this far. Right. I didn't take you this far to go just this far. Right. So I can see what you mean. Right. All right, I got one more question. Okay. You have your YouTube series, The Life of Reggie. Tell about that. Like what all content do you do on there? Like, what all you're trying to like promote that? Bring it out. What's going on?
Yeah. And I gotta get better with that too. But I really do. I gotta post some more videos. But definitely, man, I'm trying to do it all. You know, like photography videos, like, you know, going over like reviews and stuff like that. Okay. I recently did one with Darius, just going over kind of my style and you know how I kind of look at things a little bit. You know, so I mean, photography, definitely like, you know, I want to do like mental health, like inspiration videos, because everybody needs to be told, you know what I'm saying, that, you know, they matter, that, you know what I'm saying, that, you know, it is people out there that do care about them, you know what I'm saying, because some people don't get that, right? And that could save somebody's life, you know, that can help, you know, in the process of saving somebody's life. And like fashion, like I said, again, love fashion, love dressing up, love looking good, so fashion videos, stuff like that too, and so. Okay. So bonus in my daily life. Hey man, we got you. Yeah. So bonus question. Gotcha. This is what we call the ridiculous question of the day, and also this is brought to you. Yes, this is brought to you by the GfamProductions. They do videos, they do photography, they do everything. They do producers, they produce beats as well. So if you got music you want to get heard, you got music you want to record, you want to do some music videos, anything like that, they do everything. Go to Darius BTB Bradford at Facebook and GfamProductions.com. You can find them anywhere. So trust me, they got you. But the question I got for you, had to do a little plugging. You know, I'm sponsoring everybody. Hey. So my question for you, brother, it's like a three-parter. If you could remake any sitcom and a cartoon and a reality show, if you could remake them and put your own little spin on it, which one would it be? Start with sitcom. Sitcom?
Yeah.
Remake a sitcom. That's a great. I've never ever had that question. Like
That's why it's called the ridiculous question.
Exactly.
It's
That's
a ridiculous question made by
If I
Nicholas.
could remake a sitcom.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
That's why these questions come out like this. You know?
I don't know if I would remake. I mean, because the ones that I just love is just like I probably wouldn't change anything about them.
Like name a few that you love. Like would you put yourself as a character in them, and then like would you make a certain episode a different way? Like how would you do it?
That's a good. I mean, I like the Kings of Queens, right?
Okay, that was a good show.
Love the Kings of Queens,
Yeah.
but I probably would have had them eventually have a child. I can't remember because I mean the Kings of Queens I watched when I was younger, and I'm like rewatching them now and stuff like that too as well.
Right. It's a good one.
But yeah. But I don't like they never had a child. I don't think that they ever had an episode where they actually had like a child. I probably would like love to see like how would that play out, you know, between their relationship and stuff like that.
Okay.
You know, or my wife and kids is like probably like my favorite one.
That's a good show.
Like,
I love that
definitely
one.
like my favorite one. I would have them like in a situation to where it's almost like them getting a divorce. Oh. And like seeing how would that family dynamic work or not work.
Yeah.
I think that would teach a lot of people about, you know, that's married, you know, or that's not even married, like the
black household.
The black household and like the complications between marriage. Because I think that the show did a great job in showing, you know, how to have a successful, you know, constructed, you know, marriage.
Right.
But what happens when that marriage is going like really, really bad?
When it goes through trials and tribulations.
With trials, tribulations, and when it's going to like the dark side for real. Okay. And it's like, you know what I'm saying, and how would you know, manage your way through that? So.
Yeah. So you got a cartoon. What cartoon would you?
So my two favorite, and it's really anime. So my two favorite animes is Yu-Gi-Oh! And Dragon Ball Z. So
man,
big time. Yeah,
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yu-Gi-Oh! Was in like my childhood era. Like we was at the lunch table like doing all day.
Yeah, I might have cards at the house right now. I'm 29 years old.
Fast. I mean, I definitely would make them. I would have had cut off a couple of seasons. I think when it got to like season 4, like that whole season 4 thing was kind of in like the first half of like season 5, like that was a little bit like unnecessary to me, so I definitely would cut that out, and I definitely would made it to where I think that it's a little bit more, because the card game is how it's actually played from, you know, us as humans,
right?
And the way it's played in the cartoons is two different things.
Yeah.
And we never make those moves. We really never had like any guidance on like how to really play. It was two different things. So I think that I would probably have it more constructed, you know, differently, you know what I'm saying? Like I love the way that they play in the cartoons, but I think that I would have it like the same ways it's played like in real life.
Yeah, because everybody was that one kid that was trying to see can the monsters really come out the cards when you put them
in? Say, like, for real.
Man, like everybody was one of those.
Yeah.
So let's see. You said Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball Z.
That's everybody's favorite.
It's a lot of plot holes in Dragon Ball Z. Like, it's a lot of plot holes in Dragon Ball Z. So I definitely think that one, because like even with the Dragon Ball Z Super, like I hated when they like retcon like how Goku and Vegeta, like when they fuse using the earrings. This is like so nerdy-ish, but it's okay. But like Goku and Vegeta, when they like have the Patara earrings on, like originally in Dragon Ball Z, it was stated that, you know, once they fused, they couldn't defuse.
Right.
But now they retconned it to where if you're not like a Supreme Kai or whatever, they in an hour you can like defuse, which I think was it's just writing. Like they wrote themselves into a situation to where they had to use this character, but then they like, well, we don't want them to be permanently fused, so we got to write something. They just retconned it. So that was like something that's like I don't like. So, but it's a lot of plot holes, a lot of retcons. So I would just try to figure out a way to, you know, not, you know.
Right. Shout out to all my nerds and blurs out there watching this.
All nerds.
For who know what we talking about though, so shout out to y'all. Okay, so the last part was a reality show. Do you watch reality TV or?
Ooh, not really. I'm more of a YouTube guy. So I mean, reality show.
Or if you could create a reality show, like what would it be? Would the Life of Reggie be a reality show? Like a video blog or a vlog or something like that?
Yeah, if I had time. If I had the time, definitely yes. But I think like on this show, like Growing Up Hip Hop or whatever,
Yeah.
or like on these like hip hop wives or like, you know, I would definitely make them to me, or like even basketball wives or something like that.
Right.
I would want to see some actual like prime time basketball wives, like LeBron James' wife, like D Wade wife, like
or Dirk Nowitzki's wife.
Dirk's wife. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that's like some stars' wife. You know what I'm saying? Like Shawnee was like that's
like she created the show.
Yeah, because that shit, everybody know who Shaq was.
Right.
Some of these wives don't nobody know who they, and some of them really don't even have basketball husbands. Like somebody.
It'd be basketball side chicks or something.
Right. Yeah. Facts.
So you just wonder like why are they choosing?
Yeah, because it just seemed like they just throwing people in.
It'd be wives of bench warmers and everything.
Yeah. Or like Growing Up Hip Hop. Like I want to see like some. I think that that's pretty consistent though.
But I think majority of Growing Up Hip Hop kids are like some of my illegitimate kids sometimes. But you don't know.
Yeah, you don't know. Yeah.
But the show sometimes comes out pretty good. So
yeah.
Okay, but last thing we're gonna do right now is give you a shout out. Like, where can they find you on Facebook and everything?
I ain't doing these because I always get them wrong. So you can follow me Picasso Z on Instagram. So that's PICASSOZ on Instagram. Reginal Mabry on Facebook. Also Visionary of Arts on Facebook too as well. Go like the page, show some support, book your shoots as well too. Or you can go to my website voaphotos.com. So that's VOA, like literally voaphotos.com. And you book your shoot again. Check out my work, man. I do great work. Great affordable prices too as well. So y'all go, just follow. Check me out.
Man, I very much appreciate you for coming out, man.
Yeah, man. Anytime, though. Anytime.
Keep on doing this.
Anytime.
And for y'all that's watching, thank you again for checking me out. And remember, life is a trip if greatness is not your destination. Come on.